Pt.1 in Outreach and North Regional, LTA1 at East Regional and the Main Circulation Department and North Regional, Directors, Executive Secretary, and Library Director. Not much has happened since the last board meeting. I've been working on making sure LPL is compliant with the resolution passed last month. I still feel like I'm catching up on end of year things due to holidays and sickness, but I have an eye on the future as my management team and I start to plan for the year ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Monroe. Does anyone have any comments or questions for this people?
So that's about 13 positions that y'all are trying to fill, or did I miscount?
13 sounds right-ish.
I wasn't sure if it was 11 or 13.
It's 12.
If there's no other questions, we'll move on to the next agenda item. Facilities update and financial report by Mr. Angel.
All right, we'll talk about the South Regional Library renovations here as an agenda item. For the North Regional Library renovations, no new updates, just like Sarah, short 3 weeks, split up with holidays, not much was done. As it relates to the Northeast Library and the land survey and subdivision, again, this is a reminder that the City Planning Commission meeting is scheduled for January 22nd at 5 p.m. in the auditorium of Building C at 220 West Willow Street. We have received the area-wide development review committee report and conditions of development. We will be requesting variances to a traffic study, as we do not anticipate our traffic impact will meet the 100 trip per hour requirement. We'll probably be well below that. We will also be requesting a variance to the construction of Venus Drive to tie into Shadow Bluff Drive. I believe Track B, the developer or landowner would be required to do this as part of the development. Is that correct?
We're the developer.
Well,
We're the developer. So it would be either the current landowner or us.
or us. So we definitely do not want to construct a road and a library at the same time. So we are trying to get a variance on that. As far as the broken glass panel in the main library stairwell, I am still working with a vendor out of Arkansas on that. I verified the glass panel and the measurements. We're just waiting on a pricing proposal for that. And that's what I have for finances.
City board member have any questions for Mr. Angel regarding financials? Okay, we'll move on to the next item, new business, South Regional Library renovation project. The board will be asked to recommend and authorize bidding out of the project. Do we have, Larry, do you start with this?
Basically, nothing has changed in the project. This is just an updated price estimate after thorough review of the specifications and plans of myself and Public Works. We have the architect Gene Seller and Mr. Mark Bergeron here to help present this project. Basically, this will authorize us to go out for bid. The estimates are within budget, so we are good on that front. Authorization to bid. The only decision that will need to be made after bids are received is, number one is, are we within budget? Number two, can we afford alternate number one? Can we afford alternate number two? And can we afford alternate number three? And do you authorize me to proceed with all 3 alternates if we can afford them?
So, Mr. Sellers or Mr. Bergeron? Great, thank you.
Okay, basically, we presented, I believe at your May meeting, our schematic design development phase of our drawings and specifications. Subsequent to that, we met with the library and went over all of the items that were included in the project. They asked us to make a few changes. We moved some things from alternates to base bid because the budget allowed it to be moved to the base bid. So we completed those plans.